Classic bowling style. Picks up a spare, which gives 114 in the 7th frame, working on a spare.
Yeah. And he got it. It will be really nice to see a 290 here in the finals. It will make it pretty exciting.
Classic style. No effort whatsoever. All 10 pins in the pit. Seven strikes in a row.
7 strikes in a row.
What more could you ask on a beautiful Sunday evening?
And in a semi-final, it cannot get better. That was a pretty good shot for Luz Adriana right there.
Yeah, too little too late though, unfortunately.
A little too late to be able to beat Dominic, but still, this was a great tournament for her. She had pretty solid qualification round. She bowled beautiful today in the top 40 and in the top 24, and this is why she made it to the final. She had a good tournament overall.
Came up a little high on that one, just leaves 6-10. Safely takes a spare. Now we'd like another 4 strikes, please, Mr. Barrett.
That was a pretty
There's
good
number
shot.
1. I don't think he likes his pins. He keeps knocking them all into the pit.
Yeah. If he gets the next 2 strikes, we will have a 290, which will make these semifinals and the end of this tournament really beautiful. He's just doing a great show for everybody and all the audience here.
2 more strikes for our game of 290. The guy's just a machine.
And he definitely has some room. That ball was a little bit left to the target. Still, he hit the packet, carried the 4 pin. It's just nice to see when you are bowling and you have that area. It's definitely easier to make a higher game.
Well, it's a little loose, that ball at the end, but he comes up with 287.
In the last shot, he tried a new ball probably to see what he was going to do for the next shot, for the next match with Thomas Larsen. Now Luz Adriana got the strike.
Luz Adriana needed those strikes earlier in the game.
Definitely she did. It was a little too late. And definitely Dominic had an unbelievable game, so it was going to be hard to beat. And she got the second strike, so that was a good finish.
It's amazing how you get relaxed in the 10th frame, you know you've lost, you're relaxed, and you just throw the ball, strike,
yes, strike. It always happens when you have no pressure, when you already lose, you're already out of the game, then you always strike.
Yeah. Well, as we forecast, 193. She left the 10 pin. Didn't see that. So she won't complain at that, will she?
No, I'm sure she will not complain of this tournament. It was great for her. She's making good money, and it's her first tournament in Europe. So I'm sure she's pretty happy.
From England, Dominic Barrett. The highest ranked in the semi-final from Denmark, Thomas Larsen.
You're very welcome back at Bowling Pedralbes in the beautiful city of Barcelona, and we're now going into the title match of the 2010 Catalonia Open. And first up on the lanes is Dominic Barrett from England. He just beat Luis Adriano Leal in a peculiar match where he won 287 to 193. And he's back on form in the strikes.
Right now, definitely Stommer Larsen has to have a good game. Dominic feels pretty comfortable in this pair. He just shot at 287, so Thomas better start with a strike here.
Thomas Larsen is from Odense in Denmark. He's just 20 years old, just finished school and looking for work. But if he's going to bowl like this, he can maybe make a living on the European Bowling Tour.
He definitely has the talent to be on the European Tour and being successful.
Little light on the head pin that time, leaves 2 pins, leaves what we call a sleeper because there's one pin immediately behind the other. They look as though they're close together, but actually they're 12 inches apart.
This is one of a pretty easy spare. However, you need to throw the shot pretty good because it can get tricky because of the pin that is behind the 2 pin.
Well, he found his way through the pin deck and picked up both those pins. So he starts with a spare, but Dominic has the advantage right now. We have the strike in the first frame. He has found his strike line on lane 5, and he has to do that on lane 6.
With the ball reaction that he has right now, maybe he can give us a 300 in the final.
That would be nice.
That would be beautiful.
We've had 2 300s in the tournament this year so far. Peder Grimsson from Sweden had the first one, and Javier Lotte from France they had the second.
That was an excellent shot.
This guy is in devastating form today. Dominic's just come back from the United States where he was had some coaching from the Storm coaching staff there. And he told me a couple of days ago that he's coming out of the ball a lot cleaner than he was and that his timing has improved. And you can see that.
And he carried a 4. That was a pretty good shot.
As we can see, he had 2 gold medals in the European Youth Championships a couple of years ago. Bronze in trios and also bronze in the Masters 2 years ago. Most medals don't come up with the rations. Oh, heavy on the nose that time, leaves 3 pins. He did not want to do that.
Thomas needs to pick this spare up so Dominic doesn't go too far away from him, from his score. And he only got 2, so that is no good news for him. That is definitely a tricky spare. He left a 10 pin. That was a pretty good shot. Good news for Thomas Larsen because he didn't get 4 bagger and he is not too far away from him.
In the third frame. Picks up the spare. Not used to shooting at spares, Clara.
Yes, he has been getting a lot of strikes, so not too many spares as right now, but he's pretty solid. His spare game is pretty good. The 10 pin is a pretty easy spare for all the bowlers, and in this level, is definitely one of the easiest spares. So he really didn't even have a chance to miss that.